Okay, what we have here is a 2009 Super Glide. If you're having issues with your speedometer not working and or your bike wants to stall out when you go to downshift in like a parking lot or pulling into a parking lot, chances are you have a bad transmission speed sensor. In this video I'm going to show you how to access that, remove and replace that, and I'm also going to cover starter removal since you have to get that out of there as well at the same time. I'm going to put the same video under a couple different titles so you know you can people can get to what they need. So if one or the other doesn't apply to you, disregard. But this video will cover getting the starter out, and then also if you need to know how to replace your transmission speed sensor. They're not expensive, the speed sensors, and it's not a hard job at all. So let's get started. Very first step, take that nut off, or not nut, I'm sorry, Phillips head screw right there that holds your seat down. Once that's off, you're going to lift up on the seat and pull back. It hooks in at the front, and that'll be how you remove your seat. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. After you do that screw, you have this strap here. If you lift up on here with that screw out, you'll be able to fit a wrench in here. I believe it's 1/2 inch. I'll put it in the notes. Ratcheting wrench works really good here, so you can get that nut off that holds the strap down. Otherwise, you're going to be in there all day long taking little turns with a small wrench. So we'll have to get that off. Alright, once you get that off, you're going to have a washer that goes on there too. These straps go on there with the washer than the nut. Be careful when you're doing this. When this is hooked on there, don't go wrenching up on this too hard. You can, like I have in the past, break this here piece off on the seat. I just JB welded the plastic piece back on there, but this metal piece is in plastic that hooks on the front by the fuel tank. So don't go pulling or you'll break that. Once that seat's off, you have your battery cover box. There's going to be one Phillips head screw under here. Take that out, and then this will lift up and off. You can see where it hooks on at the top here. Next thing you're going to do is remove the battery. You have the strap here you're going to remove, and you have your two cables. You can use a Phillips head on here or a socket. Choice is yours. Okay, next thing we're going to do is remove the battery box. This makes getting to the starter a lot easier and everything. So you're going to have one nut inside, you're going to have two up on top. Alright, once those are out, this will pull right out. Just fish your cables through there. Next we're going to remove the starter. You'll see, get the camera in there a little better for you. I've had this apart before rebuilding my starter nut, so that's why everything's all kind of rusty in that. But you got a nut back there, and you'll see the other one right there is where they both are. We're going to remove those. We're going to just unplug this harness right here. And I think that's it. Oh, you're going to have a nut under this cover here to remove these cables. Once those are off, the starter will pull right out. Now, if you're watching this video to replace your transmission speed sensor, once you pull the starter out, there it is. Right there in front of us here. Right here. And you just have one nut that comes off to get that out. Pop that nut off. This can be a little stuck in there, so you might have to give it a little bit of juice. Carefully pry on it. I use that word carefully. And there's your speed sensor.